In this demonstration, you're going to learn how to export a presentation that's been created in ArcGIS Pro. And again, you're going to need at least ArcGIS Pro 3.3 and above to be able to work with presentations. Right? They were added at that version of Pro. Um, Now, in this case, you can see that I already have a presentation that's been created, actually demonstrated the creation of this presentation in an earlier demonstration, but this particular presentation has a number of slides, including a title page, a number of maps, and then at the very end we have pages for a bar chart, and then at the very last page we have a video that is part of the presentation as well. So this is a presentation that's already been created. The idea here is just to kind of show you the process for exporting your presentation. Presentations can be exported to a number of formats, including a couple of different movie formats, animated GIFs, PDF files, and a number of image file formats as well. All of these can be accessed by going to the Share tab in ArcGIS Pro, and the last button on the right-hand side of your ribbon is called Export Presentation. And when you click that button, it brings up the Export Presentation Geoprocessing tool, and first thing you'll want to do is define the file type. And so you can see by clicking the little drop-down menu item, you've got a number of different image file formats: JPEGs, PNGs, SVGs, BMPs. Down towards the bottom, you have animated GIFs, and you've got a couple of video formats, including MP4s and AVI. For this particular demonstration, we'll just select MP4 video. You will need to define the location and the name of the file. So you can see that I've got a name here of California Wildfire Presentation.mp4. Take out that space real quick. And it's going to default for your video size, but you can select different options here. You've got full screen, widescreen, you can customize it. I'm just going to leave the defaults here. Under video settings, I'm going to turn off the honor page advancement settings and define a time per page of 5 seconds. So every 5 seconds it's going to basically move to the next slide. So it'll spend 5 seconds on the first slide, then move to the next, then move to the next, move to the next. So, and then of course you can change that if you need to. And then you can also define how large of a file output you want to create, anything from small to large or in between. I'm just going to select something kind of in between here. That affects the resolution quality of the video that gets created, and of course, the larger the file, the better the resolution. The smaller the file, the worse the resolution is. So I'll just select something kind of in between here, and then click Export. It's a pretty simple process. You can see how it's now moving through each of the slides. You can stop the process if you need to. And we'll just give this here a few seconds to go through the export process, reaching the end. And once it finishes, it's going to display a link to the file that was created down here at the very bottom of the geoprocessing tool. Should just be a few more seconds. And once this video file has been created, I'll be able to click on that and display the video in a movie previewer. So now I can click on View Exported File. Once I'm at the end of the process, that is going to bring up the presentation itself. And again, it's going to spend 5 seconds per slide. So I move to the next. There's 2017. And move to 2018. It's going to continue to do this. I'm going to go ahead and move this forward a little bit so you can see towards the end, so you can see the remainder. There's the Dixie Fire. There is your bar chart that shows an image for that particular page. And then finally, we wrap this up by showing a video at the very end of the presentation. And again, as I mentioned in the first video in this series, in ArcGIS Pro 3.3, you do have the ability to create multiple page types, including blank pages that allow you to customize the page, including annotation and images, and logos, and things of that sort. The primary content of most presentations, of course, is going to be the maps. So you're going to see a lot of maps that are part of these presentations. And then, of course, you can create pages that include images, pages that include videos. So you have a lot of flexibility here for creating these presentations. And then, of course, a lot of different options for exporting these as well. Of course, videos are very common, but you could also export these out to a PDF file or animated GIFs or one of the image file formats as well. process is going to be a little bit different. So for example, if I select PDF, you're going to get different parameters here. Of course, you're going to have to define a name for the output file and a location, but you can define some compression if you want to include that, an image size, resolution, whether or not you want to embed the fonts. So you're going to have different parameters depending upon the output file type that you select. Right, they're all a little bit different. It's like JPEG, of course, it changes a little bit. But these are all pretty straightforward, right? These just go into defining different parameters for the output file that you want to create. All right, so that's all I need to show you this time. I appreciate you joining me, and we'll see you the next time.